The Morning Show, live with Holly and Josh on Thunder Radio.
Morning, everybody. Hope y'all had a good weekend. Hope y'all got stuff for us to talk about today, because we don't. Sure. Morning, Holly.
Morning, Josh.
Good Monday morning to you, everybody. Another edition of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. A whole nother week is upon us. Josh and Holly with you, getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work. For you night shift warriors, good to have you along with us, as we have a lot to get to caught up with over the weekend. Show brought to you each and every day by Dr. James Van Winkle. There's many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great. Spring special, half off of all of his non-surgical cosmetics. So whether it's M-Sculpt Neo to tighten up the muscles, M-Cella to fix urinary incontinence, Temperature Envy to stimulate collagen growth with no needles, all of that can be done half price if you mention Thunder Radio when you book. Middle Tennessee Surgical Associates in Manchester, 1030 MacArthur Street, online at drvanwinkle.com. That's drvanwinkle.com. It's a beautiful day, a beautiful start outside. We are hanging out around 54 degrees and headed for a high of 72 today. It's going to be sunny, beautiful, just some winds out of the southwest at 10 to 15. Could get a little gusty later today at 25 miles an hour, but we'll take it. And the rain moves into the forecast next couple of days. Today's the best day of the week, I'll tell you that. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique in downtown Manchester, 205 South Woodland Street. Get on by and see them for all of your excellent deals in your modern clothing. Even Holly shops there, and she even wears their clothes from there. How about that? It's Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street. We got a lot to get to today. Did you call up from over the weekend? We still got games. Name that tune, stupid, silly stat, comings and goings coming up almost immediately. But first, we need to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of the operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated, the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and the 2023 Chamber of Commerce Board Member of the Year, also basketball expert. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
Yes. Today we're going to discuss, Holly, and the rules of basketball. I got to turn these cameras a little bit. They're a little off today.
Was I even on the frame?
Yeah, you were on the frame.
Oh.
You were there. They just weren't quite right. When we come back to do comings and goings, I need you to talk for just a second so I can restart this computer. Like, just anything would be good. Any contribution from you in the show would be good.
I love how you just are like, hey, I need you to carry this unexpectedly.
I told you a minute ago I had to do that. You don't listen.
You did. Yeah, you told me you had to do it. You didn't say you're going to need to fill.
Well, what do you think I'm going to do? Not a lot of time. I just need like 15
seriously,
seconds.
I don't know.
Like 15
I don't know
seconds.
what you're going to do. Play it. I don't know.
Play what? Did you get cranky with me this morning?
I'm done with you.
Don't whisper. Speak it to the camera. Tell them.
I'm done with him today already.
Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community. It's a big day today. A lot of sports we need to talk about this morning. We usually have a lot more sports talk on Mondays as it is. I have to restart my computer here, which means Holly's going to have to talk. Hang on, I forgot to turn your microphone on. Now go.
Do you want me to talk sports?
I want you to talk about anything.
Okay.
Just anything you can talk about to.
Ready?
For like 15 seconds. Just
Ready?
let me restart this computer over here.
Set. Go. Comings and goings. The Dusty Elam Foundation is having their celebrating their 20 years of existence. That save the date, okay, you guys.
Solid segment, Holly. You're doing good.
It's going to be May the 11th.
Yeah,
May the 11th. Save the date on that. Also,
that's their big event.
Their Light and Life dance is coming up. That'll be a fellowship event for all special needs participants ages 14 and older. So that's going to be March the 8th. You can RSVP to Jamie Darty. That number is 931-273-5153. No, let me try again. 5103. There's going to be dancing, limo rides, karaoke, food, and fun. Find that flyer on our Facebook.
Thunder Radio. Find it. Yes.
Or our Instagram. Big game coming up tonight.
Yeah, I'm back. I'm ready to go.
We're done?
Sports. Yeah.
We're done. I did it?
You did it. You got us through for now anyway. Yes. So high school basketball tonight. Let's talk about this. So before we get to that, let's just recap the weekend things.
Okay.
So Friday night, Coffee County girls beat Independence to advance to the region semifinals. That is tonight. Saturday, Coffee County boys fall to Franklin, 61-51. That ends their season, unfortunately. Cooper Reed got to 1,000 points there at the very last bucket of the game.
Cooper Reed
got him to 1,000 points. So congratulations to Cooper. And that's a great way to finish out your career, although I'm sure he would probably rather have won the game. Tough one for them. Franklin was a very good team, so they're done. Wrestlers over the weekend. They went to Williamson County's Ag Expo Center, competed in the state wrestling meet. Jake Barlow finishes 4th in the 150-pound division. Alicia Jennings finishes 5th in the 185 on the girls' side. So congratulations to those two and the other participants who got to the state meet, Blaine Myers, Jade Linhart, and Jasmine Norris. So going to be sad and weird not seeing Jake Barlow wrestle for us anymore. Did you see his record for the year? 39-2.
And 2, yeah.
Yeah, these 2 losses came in the state tournament, one of them to the eventual state champion. And his career record at Coffee County?
What?
144-14.
Golly.
He's a senior, so it's from freshman to this year.
I hate to see him move on.
144-14. I know. I'm hoping we
He's
can get a
such
COVID
good
year out of him
kid,
or something. Like, can we get a COVID year, like an extra?
Can we keep him?
One more year for him. So it's gonna be sad not seeing Jake out there anymore for the Coffee County wrestling team. He was a lot of fun to watch. And then let's move on to tonight. So high school wrestling. Or not wrestling, high school girls basketball. Girls beat Independence, as I mentioned on Friday. That puts them in the region semifinals tonight. Now, this has kind of been the bugaboo game that's gotten them a few times. They've got a really good matchup. Shelbyville's who they're going to play. Shelbyville upset Page. Now, Coffee County's beaten Shelbyville 3 times this year, but they've been 3 pretty good ball games. And they got them by 18 or 19 just 10 days ago.
Do you know our record with Shelbyville?
I just said.
No. I mean consecutive wins.
15.
15, okay.
Yeah. Coffee County's beaten Shelbyville, I think 15 or maybe 16. I have to double check consecutive times. That scares you when you go into a game like this because you're like, well, eventually somebody's going to have a good game. So, but at the same time, Coffee County's played very well against Shelbyville. They match up well against them. So hopefully they can get through tonight. And here's some of the things that are on the line for tonight. You have to win or your season is over. The loser season will come to an end. The winner moves on basically to what you would call or equate to the Sweet 16 of Tennessee high school basketball. There are 32 basketball teams left.
Okay.
After tonight, there'll be 16 because all 32 teams are playing. Then half of them are going to be gone. If you win tonight, you go to the region championship, which will be Wednesday night at 7. And then you're also guaranteed a spot in the state sectional, which will be Saturday night at 7. win tonight, you play the region championship Wednesday. That'll be at Centennial. Tonight's game is also at Centennial at 6. Tonight's game is at 6 at Centennial. We'll have it for you on Thunder Radio. The region championship Wednesday will be at Centennial at 7 against the winner of Lincoln County and Nolensville. They play tonight. If you win Wednesday night, you will host the sectional game on Saturday at 7. If you lose Wednesday, you'll travel Saturday, but you will be playing Saturday. And then if you win Saturday, you're going to the state tournament next week at the Glass House. Starts March the 6th. So it's going to be coming fast. So hopefully a win tonight gets you in really good position if you're Coffee County. And we wish best of luck to the Lady Raiders. They're 29-3.
You said Saturday when you talked to them that they
They
felt
seem
like
focused.
they seemed focused.
Yeah, they seem focused. Had several of the girls on the coaches show Saturday. They seem focused and ready. They seem anxious. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
So best of luck to them tonight. Hopefully they pull out the dub. I will tell you, Coffee County's not gotten past this region semifinal game since 1993. I think they've not won a region championship ever. Even that state championship year in 93, they did not win the region that year. They lost that region championship game, traveled in the sectional, and won on the road.
Okay.
So, there'd be a lot of things ahead of them that could be a lot of fun. So hopefully they can get a win tonight on the road. I'm ready to go. I've already got my basketball gear on. I woke up this morning and put on my
He was
stuff.
so jacked this morning. He's excited, and he went ahead and put his broadcast clothes on. And I walked into the bedroom. He was like, "I'm ready for the game," like a child. I'm ready for the game. He's so excited.
I am. Now I need you to distract the people for a minute while I do some work.
I'm also very excited. I've been trying to learn more basketball.
She's trying. Bless her.
I'm not as knowledgeable in the sports as Josh is. And so I'm trying to, when the whistles blow during the basketball game, I never know what they're blowing for. I never know what has happened. Like sometimes.
You don't watch enough basketball on TV.
But I listen to you.
Yeah, but you got too much stuff going on.
Let me tell you the things
There's
that
too much stuff
confused
going
me
on.
right fast. I'm going to tell you the things that confused me. I get that you can't hit the other players and push them around and stuff. But say offense is going for a drive. They're driving to the basket, right? So you got Olivia Vinson running in. I
like your dribbling you're doing over there.
She's going to drive it up the middle and go for a layup or something.
Okay. The other team's not going.
The other team, the person stands there with their arms crossed and in her path, and then she bumps them, and then they fall back, way far back.
Mm-hmm.
And then the whistle blows, and they've called something on Olivia. But
that's a charge.
Why?
Well, if somebody's established position,
is that why they do that?
If it's a girl, they're going to cross here. If it's a boy, they're going to cross a little bit lower.
Okay.
They're trying to protect sensitive parts. So if you are running straight at somebody like that, and they've established position, they've set up, they've established that's their spot. You cannot run them over.
What if they
go around
do it?
them.
What if they do it? She's already going that. You can tell where she's going. She's running, and then they jump in front of her.
If they can get there and get their position established before she gets to them, then that's a charge. If they can't get established, that's going to be a block, and it's going to be on them.
Sometimes I see where
and they mess it up. Sometimes.
Where like Shanna will have her hands straight up in the air, and they'll say she fouls.
Well, and sometimes they get it wrong.
Okay.
Sometimes they mess it up. But sometimes she may be moving with her feet and bumping them with her body, even though her arms are straight up. You can't do that either.
You can't bump them?
You're not supposed to bump them, especially when they're in the air. Yeah. And she's not going to get away with a bump because she's going to outweigh most everybody. So her bumps are going to move people.
Okay.
You little body check from somebody about the same size, it's not going to matter. So and sometimes they're high school officials and they're bad.
Sometimes I think,
no offense to the high school officials,
things are walks. And they're not walks. And sometimes they'll call a walk, and I'm like, I didn't even see it. It's so confusing. But
Clint says, considering you have 3 siblings who all play basketball, I'm just confused as to how you don't know anything.
You know, it's sad.
Probably because you never supported us at our games.
I never did.
And now you're paying for that.
All three of my
Get out of the house. Lean in a little
they
bit.
played basketball in high school, and I never went and watched.
That's sad, Holly.
It is sad.
That's sad.
But to be fair, I don't know how high into high school my brother even played. Freshman?
I don't know.
Sophomore? I don't know.
Of course you don't know.
Did they come watch any of my soccer matches?
Didn't you break your leg like your first match ever, and then that was the end of your career? Like your very first soccer match?
Well,
no. Break your leg?
Like
at a scrimmage. You didn't even play in a real game.
It was like a tournament or something. I don't know, but I don't remember them coming into any of my rec league softball games.
Nobody was down there watching Holly slow pitch. Nobody came watch her.
I don't remember my siblings being out there cheering for me,
supporting you.
I wish I would have went.
She is regretting it.
My sister ran track, and I didn't even know.
She didn't know they played volleyball?
I didn't know they played volleyball. That's awful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a terrible sibling. I had a lot going on, I guess. I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I did. I'm pretty sure I had a lot going. That's awful.
That's Holly's level of not caring about you.
Who?
Anybody.
Oh,
she is in her own little bubble, and
No.
she doesn't care about the rest of the world. Now that we drug her into this world, this radio world, where we're involved in the community, she's being forced out there, and she's like, "Man, I didn't even know we had sports here. I didn't even know. They got a volleyball team? Crazy.
Stop. I knew they had a volleyball team.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Let's get you a full weather forecast, shall we? It's going to be nice today, Holly. 71 degrees, sunny. It's going to feel very springy out there. We will see some winds, 25-mile-an-hour gusts out of the southwest. Otherwise, 10 to 15 mile an hour sustained. We do see a 30% chance of showers tonight, low of 57. Tomorrow, nice and warm. You ready for tomorrow's high? 75. It's going to be 75 tomorrow. But we will have a 40% chance of rain that comes with that. A 20% chance of rain Tuesday night, low of around 57. Wednesday, 90% chance of showers, high of 66. Could see some storms Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on that. I don't think anything severe, but we'll monitor. And then overnight lows Wednesday, we plummet 27. And then, so Thursday, a lot of our local teams play some ball Thursday, like spring sports. Like Coffee Middle's playing Thursday, baseball, softball. The high is 51. It's going to get down to 35 Thursday night, and more rain into the forecast Friday. A 40% chance of showers. It's that time of year. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. The warmer temp's going to bring the bugs out. Call Tyler Patton. He'll take care of that. No contract obligations. 931-247-0781. That's 931-247-0781. You're listening to The Morning Show on Thunder Radio.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from incontinence, and it isn't any better ever.
Your brother's very upset you didn't come to any of his games.
Who?
Your brother.
What?
Did come support
did
him.
he say what grade he
Junior.
played?
He said junior.
He played his junior?
I don't know. You have to ask him that.
Well, I do wish I went to more games. Any games. I don't know how I didn't know what was going on.
It's just your curtain.
I got it.
Yeah.
I have my brother lives in Dixon, Tennessee. What is that? About an hour and a half?
Yeah, 45 minutes maybe. Oh, it's a bit up there.
And I have been to more of his kids' sporting events than I went to his when he was in high school. His kids aren't in high school, but you know, they play youth sports.
Yeah.
I'm a better aunt than I was a sister, so I'm a good sister now. Look at me. I feel like I'm having to defend myself. I'm a good person.
People are bashing you pretty bad over on the cameras.
Stop. Are they?
No, nobody's saying nothing. Oh, you don't have your light up this morning. I wonder why you're a little dark. I was like, why's Holly's face so dark? Because you don't.
Just leave it dark.
No, we need to see that pretty face.
No.
Light it up, Holly.
I've come to the realization that I'm gonna have to get Botox.
You may also just couldn't work out and stuff.
What's Botox going to do for my forehead? I mean, what's working out going to do for my forehead wrinkles?
Nothing. It's just
That's why I wear hats.
I wear hats because I don't have hair.
Should I get bangs? See if I can.
Bring that back. Bring the bangs back.
Taylor Swift has bangs.
Yeah.
Maybe like side swoop bangs. Just something to help hide my forehead wrinkles. I'm afraid it's going to hurt. Botox.
Age gracefully, Holly. You can get the temperature envy. Dr. Van Winkle stimulate that collagen growth without the needles.
Yeah.
And it's half off. You mentioned Thunder Radio. When you book. It's a pretty good deal. A lot of times people are like, oh, 10% off or 5% off. Do not get Taylor Swift bangs.
Who said that?
Dr. Carmine.
This program does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Thunder Radio Management. Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Half off of your non-surgical cosmetic stuff. So M-Sculpt Neo, we're talking about this warmer weather. You're thinking about the pools, the beaches, the lakes. You can tighten up those muscles, tighten up the abs, and spot reduce fat as much as 30% in your treated area. You can get that done half price if you mention Thunder Radio or the morning show when you book with Dr. Van Winkle. Same for the M-Sculpt Neo to solve urinary incontinence problems. Half off. Just mention Thunder Radio. Middle Tennessee Surgical Associates in Manchester. drvanwinkle.com. DRVAN Winkle.com. You can listen to the show. We're here until 8:30 on AM 1320, 107.9 FM, 106.7 FM. Worldwide, you're listening on the Manchester Go smartphone app. Be sure to download that and allow for push notifications so we can let you know about emergencies and school closings and whatever else we need to let you know about. And thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now. You can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. We have those cameras going on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Give us likes, subscribes, follows, shares will be great so other people can find the show. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
Yes. Got the light on, Holly, on the. Now we can see those teeth.
Bing.
Yes. All right. What do we have in this segment?
Embarrassing moments.
Oh, yeah, we do. That's right. We were talking about this yesterday with the girl one. And
she I don't know, she was very inquisitive yesterday, like a 5-year-old.
She was asking lots of questions.
Like, would you rather?
Lots of would you rathers and lots of random questions on the way to get some lunch.
And one of the questions she asked us was, what was our most embarrassing moment in school?
Yes.
That stuck out. And so it gets you thinking. I felt like my whole 4 years of high school was an embarrassment.
And that's how she feels. I see where she gets it from.
I'm not saying high school that was odd times. You're going through a lot of changes, as a teenage. Yeah, kids are mean. As a teenage girl, you
it's probably worse.
Yeah, you struggle with confidence.
I can imagine that's worse now. Like I don't know.
That there's social
media and TikTok and Snapchat and Instagram. There's the instant society. We were right before all that started to come out. I think Facebook came out like 2 years after I graduated, or a year after I graduated. So it really wasn't a thing. And now it's all the filters and like, I don't look like that, and it's like not real life.
Yeah.
And before we had to look at magazines.
Man, 17 magazine.
Never saw it, but still.
Oh.
But now it's like
17
Instagram.
magazine.
There's all these pictures and filters, and I could imagine girls have it far worse today than they did then. But yeah, embarrassing moments, and then we put it on Facebook. We got some feedback.
What was did you ever say what your most?
Well, the throwing up in the lunchroom was was tops of the list, I think, for me.
It didn't have to be high school.
Yeah, that was 5th grade, I think.
5th grade, you threw up in high school.
5th grade, I threw up in the lunchroom.
I'm sorry, lunchroom.
In 5th grade, I did not throw up at the high school.
Yeah.
No, it was right after gym, and I downed 2 or 3 milks right there in a row. Like you get 1 milk with your lunch, and then you buy an extra one for 25 cents, and then you buy another extra one for 25 cents because I was thirsty. And chugging 3 of those milks right after being in the gym is not recommended. I think I chugged all 3 of them within like 2 minutes. It hit me. There was no reaction except to turn around, and I hurled everything on the floor right there. Nice. Yeah. Everybody was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I felt real bad, and I felt so bad, like not like my stomach just hurt. Like I didn't feel bad, like sorry y'all had to see that. I felt bad, like I didn't feel good.
like the kids on Sandlot after they put that chew in their mouth
and swallowed it.
Yeah,
that's not a good idea.
That's what you felt like. You were just your stomach was
awful. Up. Yes, I got to go home though, even though I wasn't even sick.
Bonus.
Yeah, I got to leave. I wasn't sick at all. I just drank that milk too fast.
When I was in the 9th grade, I didn't drive yet, like a lot of other 9th graders, and you had to fast walk to the bus from the 9th grade.
You want the best seat, and it's a long walk.
You want the best seat, yeah, and it's a long walk. So I fast walked to get on my bus, and I was on the the sidewalk going from the school underneath like the awning out to the parking lot, and one of the boys in my class, in my grade, who I thought was so cute, he reached his foot out as a joke to trip me, and he succeeded. I actually tripped and fell off of the sidewalk. I couldn't. I had some momentum, and my backpack was heavy.
Yeah.
So
there was no catching yourself.
When I stumbled forward, it was like I propelled through the air.
Okay.
And I landed in the gravel, and I looked up at him. I looked up like, why did you do that? And he just kept walking. He was like, sorry, Pika. And he just kept walking to the bus.
Nice.
I was so embarrassed. And my hands were
scraped. That hurts.
Yeah. It was so embarrassing.
I can imagine. That was embarrassing.
I had a lot of
in front of everybody.
Trip and fall answers. I did spew chocolate milk out of my nose during lunch one time when someone made me laugh. I had just took a big old swallow, and it just shot out of my nose right off. And you try to cover that.
Yeah.
But you can't. It's all dripping. It was that was embarrassing. I was sitting next to my crush. So
you always manage to do this when you're sitting or near someone you liked.
Yeah. I'm so
this worked out well
awkward.
For me because she couldn't land any of those because she kept falling and spewing milk out of her nose around those guys. So I ended up in the better.
Golly, why was I so awkward?
I don't know.
I walked, and we've told this story so many times.
Yeah, well, people forget.
I went to Westwood through at the end of 4th, maybe 5th, 6th, and 7th.
Okay.
I transferred to the middle school in 8th grade. Didn't know anyone over there at that time. After lunch, we got to go out in that front lawn area for like 10 minutes and just kind of stretch and get some sun. A cute boy walked over to me, and I'm not going to say his name because sometimes his wife watches on the show now. Anyway, he walks over to me. He's like, "What's your name?" And I said, "Holly." He said, Holly what?" I said, "Pizza."
Holly Pizza.
And I was so embarrassed I said that. My last name was not Pizza, it was Pika. But I was so embarrassed that I had said it. I went with it. And he said, "Your name's Holly Pizza." And I said, "Yep, that's me.
That's me.
Holly Pizza."
It's always best to double down when you're completely wrong.
And no, we never talked again.
Mm-hmm. Solid.
That was embarrassing.
Holly's got a lot more embarrassing moments. We had some people put theirs on our Facebook. You can do that too. Facebook.com, search for Thunder Radio. I think we posted this yesterday. So you can join in on the fun. Everybody's got those embarrassing moments, just whether they're willing to admit them or not.
Yeah, Misty Weaver with she's the chamber president, current chamber president. She said she was fast walking in front of the office, slipped and fell in front of everyone between classes, wearing her ROTC uniform.
Nice.
Ashley Abraham, she's with United Way.
Yes.
She said senior prank her senior year was placing bubbles on the floor. Can you imagine? That's got to be
that's a bad
slicker
idea.
than snot.
That's a bad idea.
Bubbles on that
tile. Yeah, it's a bad idea.
She said she played no part.
Might as well put motor oil down there.
She played no part in the prank, and she said she can't believe they got away with it. But guess who was the first to slide and fall straight on her back?
Oh, that hurts. You fall straight on your back?
Yeah.
It happened to me at the house one time. Holly laughed at me. Dog tripped me.
I have just never seen a human become parallel with the ground before like that.
So imagine how bad that
I went
hurt.
to say horizontal, and I'm like, is that the right way? And I backed off of it right fast. I
think that's correct.
Parallel.
Yeah, parallel to the ground, and that hurt. And I landed on when that happened to me. The dog had tripped me. I didn't know he was there. He got underneath my feet behind me. I got parallel with the ground and landed hard on that hardwood floor. And underneath that hardwood floor was concrete. It used to be the garage in that house.
Yeah.
That hurt.
Yeah.
Knocked the wind out of me. Hurt. And Holly's like, she thought that was so funny.
You were bigger then. You were
hurt even more.
You were probably 50, 60 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
And I was just impressed at the height you got. It was like you was up there. It looked like a cartoon.
So imagine how bad it hurt. I wanted so bad to pick her up and throw her on the ground. I'm like, here, see how you like it.
Belinda said in high school gym class, they were sitting in a circle to stretch. Someone said something funny. She laughed and flatulated. The guy she liked jumped 2 feet in the air to back away from me. She was mortified. If that ever happened to me in class, like one of those that you got
to move the desk real fast.
You can't do anything. You have to like drop your books at the. Right. You have to time it.
Drop my books.
Or scoot your chair at the same
right.
time.
What was that? I hope nobody's really paying attention because they know the tricks.
You could mask the sound, but you couldn't mask the smell.
No.
But luckily, you're in a room full of people.
Yeah, I don't know who did that.
It's awkward when you're in an elevator and it's just you and one other person. And
it happens to me at the gym a lot. So
not them, it's got to be you, right?
I get on the treadmill, and something about getting on the treadmill at the gym, it just hits you. And I'm like,
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. I'm like, there's nobody else in this corner of the gym. Here comes somebody over here to run. And I'm like, you're not going to be up here long. Something's wrong with the ventilation in this place, in this corner. I don't know what it is.
Skunk.
It's awful.
Coda Davis said he fell going up the stairs, and a group of girls, pretty girls, started laughing at him. Oh, I got another embarrassing one. You know those like assemblies where the whole class comes into the gymnasium, and then there's a speaker.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. I remember you telling this one before. At
the end of the presentation, he wants to ask questions. If you get the question right, you win a prize.
Yes.
And I think it was 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Okay.
No, 7th, 8th, and 9th. It was at Westwood.
Okay. So the whole school's in there.
7th, 8th, and 9th grade. I raised my hand up so high. I really wanted a chance to win. He picked me. I came down. He asked me the question. I got it wrong in front of the whole school. All I had to do was pay attention to the
what? All Holly had to do was pay attention. This is surprising. She didn't pay attention.
And then I had to walk up the bleachers, and my seat was at the top where I was sitting.
All the way back up to the people.
And people were pointing and laughing at me all the way up. Kids are so mean.
They are
mean. Oh my
mean.
Gosh.
It'll scar you. It's you gotta get your kids
That's why
ready.
I'm like I am today.
Yeah, it's messed with your whole life.
Make fun of your kids early.
Yeah.
To prepare them.
We tried that, and ours still are awful sensitive. We burned them hard, starting elementary school.
That was a terrible joke. I think it's important to be honest with your kids.
Holly can go too far, though, sometimes. Yesterday, we were leaving church, and she says, "You're a crap friend."
To you?
To me, yeah. And I was like, that's a little harsh. Because the preacher was talking about friendship and what all that entails.
Needing to lean in.
Needing to be better friends and how to be and all this. And we're leaving church, and she's like, "You're a crap friend." And I was like, that just seems a little overboard. She can be too mean sometimes.
Hake's not a crap friend. He's a good friend, but he's just going to complain about some stuff.
Probably.
He'll do it for you if you ask him. He'll do it, but he's going to complain about it first.
Don't ask me, though. You can share your embarrassing moments. You feel free to do so over on our Facebook page, facebook.com. Search for Thunder Radio. Clint's got a great story to tell. I fell asleep in Spanish class. I've heard this story. I was not feeling well at the time. Let's see. Put my head down. 5 minutes later, my mother kicked in the door and yelled, "Now I know why you're failing Spanish class. Get your bleep out in the hall." I could hear my friends laughing as I left the room.
So my mom does not play. And I
could just see her kicking open the door.
She didn't kick it open. She did.
Open. For purposes of this story, yeah, she kicked open the door. That's far better.
Yeah, he wasn't feeling good, and I think the teacher was scared for my brother, and she was. I think the teacher was like, he doesn't feel good, or you know.
I told him he could lay his head down, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I may be remembering that wrong, but yeah. So my mom wanted to see what he was doing during Spanish class.
Because she didn't like his grades in there.
Yeah, because he wasn't making good grades, and she peered through, and he did have his head down on the desk sleeping.
He said, "She tried to attack me. I kept try to keep the desk between us."
Everybody's like, "Your mama's so sweet." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." But she also tracked down, I think, I don't know if it was the FedEx guy. There was a package that was supposed to be delivered, and it wasn't. She was waiting on. I think it was a cell phone for him, and day after day, I think repetitively, it just wasn't being dropped off. But it said that
FedEx is the worst.
And she approached the FedEx guy, not at her house. She saw him in the neighborhood, approached him and made him go, and it was in there. She got it. So you
need something done. You call Holly's mom.
She's no nonsense.
Thunder Radio morning show rolling along. We're well past due for our break. Embarrassing moments. You can share those over on Facebook, facebook.com. Search for Thunder Radio. While you're there, you can actually watch the show. If you're not a Facebook person, we have it on Twitter or X, whatever you prefer. And if you don't do social media, you can go to YouTube, search for Thunder Radio. You can watch the show there. We usually keep the conversation going during the breaks. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
This is XYZ Insurance. How can I help?
I have a question about my home policy.
Okay, question about phone policy.
Home policy.
Okay, gnome policy.
HOME, home.
Technology is great, but sometimes it's better to talk with a real person. With Erie Insurance, you have a caring, independent agent who's with you from beginning to end.
We don't have any HOMEs on record.
Your Erie agent in Manchester is Guess Insurance Agency. Get a quote today. Go to erieinsurance.com for company licensure and product details.
Nearly 900,000 burglaries take place in the United States every year. According to a UNC Charlotte research study, 60% of burglars say they would seek an alternative target if they determine an alarm is on site. Let Benlam Security be your shield against theft in 2024. From motion sensors and window brakes to cameras and smart home controls from your phone, Benlam Security helps keep burglars moving on down the road. Call your local Benlam Connect office for a free walk.
Is your money just sitting in your account?
Oh, goodness. Sorry, y'all. Oh, nothing. I was just making sure everything is lined up after coming to go in there and move that. I hope it works. There it comes.
your hometown radio station.
Name that tune next. Okay. Moral of the story today, don't mess with Holly's mama. Pretty much. She can get a little crazy.
She swings like a dude.
She swings like a dude.
You excited about basketball?
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Ready to go. No offense to our spring sports friends. I'm just not ready to get outside and broadcast anything out there. It's too cold.
I went and shot some soccer photos
the
on
play day?
Saturday. Yeah, for the play day, and it was cold Saturday. I know when you're out running around, you heat
not as
up and it's
bad.
not as bad, but when you're just standing there, dang.
I was talking to one of the coaches for the middle school baseball team Saturday night, or I think it was Saturday night, and I was like, I just don't know when it happened, but I got to a point where I can't handle it anymore. Can't handle it. Name that tune. Prater's Menu here.
I know.
I'm just making sure. I'm just keeping the show on track.
How many times you want to say it?
I just said it one time.
Mm-mm.
I did not.
You did. That way you think I turned it right there.
Y'all, did I say Prater's Menu more than once? They know.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
The discussion continues over on Facebook about Clint's Spanish adventures, and your mom has informed everybody that he did pass Spanish after that. And I just wonder if it was because he passed Spanish or if his teacher was scared for him at home if he did not pass Spanish. I can't send this kid home with a bad grade.
I feel like nowadays the parents would go up to the school making excuses for the students.
Oh, absolutely. It's different.
I grew up in a different environment, I guess, than the kids today, because now I feel like they would be like, can't you see he's sick? Why would you make him do work? He's obviously he doesn't feel well. Look at him.
Yeah.
And I
COVID
don't know.
ruined it.
I don't know if it was COVID.
It was
or
already
just
bad, but then I think it just
parenting now.
it got worse.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Stuff was always our fault growing up, even when it wasn't.
Yeah.
It was our fault.
Like, it's going to be blamed on me.
Yeah. Now
they're going to blame that on me.
Now kids don't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I think that's just because I think we seesaw back and forth.
I don't know. I hope it goes back the other way, because I feel like it's ruining kids.
We've spoiled our kids probably a little too hard.
They get out in the workforce and they can't hear any critiquing or any kind. Yeah. Fine, I quit. Well, go on then, get.
Oh, here goes Holly. She's a little bit out of character this morning.
What?
Nothing. You were just kind of ranting over there. Why don't you ran on over there and tell everybody about the Prater's Menu, since I remind you about it about 4 or 5 times, I guess.
Hamburger steak, you can get that. Spaghetti, chicken tenders, smoked pulled pork, red parm potatoes, sweet baby carrots, green beans, corn on the cob, potato salad, coleslaw, side salad. You can get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
All right, let's play some games. We've got Name That Tune.
Yep, Josh is going to play a little snippet of a song. He's going to play a 1, 2, and a 3-second clip. Once you have figured out what the name of the song is and the artist, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. That number is 931-728-1320. You can dial the second line, 728-3526, for a chance to win. Today we're gonna do the Black Rifle mug.
You got a mug?
Yep.
We have some left?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. You just give them away, and so making sure you're checking the inventory. The 1 second clip doesn't have a title on it, so I'm hoping it's the right one.
It does.
The 2 and the 3 are. Well, I could have accidentally not moved it, I guess is the problem.
Well, it would have had a title because Eric Clapton was last week, and I remember it was on there.
Okay. All right. So name this tune here. Yeah, that's right. Name that tune and the artist. Black Rifle Coffee mug. If you get it on the one or the whole time?
On the one.
You got to get it on this one.
Song and artist.
728-1320 to get through on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines this morning. Name that tune. Win yourself a Black Rifle Coffee mug. And also, was something else, or is that it? Coffee mug?
Yeah.
Morning show.
Surfing USA, the Beach Boys.
Oh, that's not
Good
it.
guess,
Good
not
try. Kind of, sort of, partially right. Morning show.
I Get Around, the Beach Boys.
I Get Around, the Beach Boys. There it is. Last caller had the artist, but they didn't have the song right. It's I Get Around. Good job. What is your name?
Shannon.
Oh, yeah.
Good
Good
job,
job, Shannon. We got you a nice grenade mug up here from Black Rifle
We
Coffee.
hope.
And we hope. Holly said we were giving it away without checking to make sure we had one. But
I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure.
we probably have one. So
All right.
come pick it up before she gives it away again. Have a good one.
right.
All right. Yes. I Get Around. It's the Beach Boys. It's a good one. Oh, I was supposed to be playing it. There it is. It's a little louder than I expected.
That song is I love the Beach Boys. I love that kind of. Is it?
I don't ask.
It's not an a cappella thing because
No, they have
there's
music.
but you know how they all do a different. What is that? I like it. Whatever it is.
Musicians want to call in and tell us exactly what's happening there.
But that song. You got a call?
Well, they're probably trying to guess. Morning show.
Yeah, the tune that you just played is a Happy Days.
Happy Days. Good guess. Not right. It
No.
was I Get Around by the Beach Boys. You just missed it.
Oh, good try. Just missed it. Morning show.
Is it Beach Boys? I wish they could all be California girls.
That's a good
That's a great guess.
It's not right. It was I Get Around.
I Get Around by the Beach Boys.
Close.
Close.
Yes. Good try.
Everybody's
Yes.
calling with every Beach Boys song that they
but
know.
but the right one. They don't have the right one. It's pretty easy to pick up their
The
sound. You
artist,
know it's the
yeah.
Beach Boys, but which song is it? Because they all sound alike. It's kind of like Chris Stapleton. They all sound pretty much the same.
Apparently, Chris Stapleton and Teddy Swims.
Sounds just alike.
Same person. Nobody's ever seen Teddy Swims and Chris Stapleton
He's
in
kind
the
of
same room.
it's kind of like that Garth Brooks guy. What was his name?
Oh, I hated that. And matter of fact, after that, I didn't really like Garth Brooks anymore.
What was that? I always forget it. The alternate personality or alter ego.
Chris Gaines.
Is that who it was?
Yeah. Look at me remembering something.
Yeah, Chris Gaines. Like what the images here.
Yeah, it was so odd. He's odd. Didn't he go kind of, you know?
I don't know. Yeah, he's a Biden voter, I think. He got out there. Music was good. I mean, I saw him in concert. He puts on a good show.
When I was in the
Everybody's jumping in with the Chris Gaines over here. They all know.
when I was in the 10th or 11th grade, a boy I had a crush on wanted me to do his English homework. We had to do something, I don't know, write the lyrics of a song and do a report on it. And I picked Garth Brooks for mine. And then he asked me to do his, and I also did it on Garth Brooks. So it was the exact same layout, different songs, but the structure of the two essays were the exact same. And the teacher, she wasn't no dummy. She figured it out. She was like, Holly, did you help so-and-so on this? And I was like, a little help. I did it all. I did it all. And he never dated me. So girls, don't do their homework.
Do not do their homework. lessons today do not do their homework. Embarrassing moments continue. We had this come in from Wendy over on the text line that we were talking a lot about embarrassing moments in school. She said when she was in junior high, she was a cheerleader playing at Laverne, did a round off with about 10 back handsprings all the way down the floor. As I'm running back, I did a Pete Rose dive. And my dad stood up and yelled, "Safe," with his hands out in front of everybody. So, yeah. Our girl one does a lot of the back flips. She's a tumbler.
She was doing a back handspring in elementary school.
Yeah.
Jumped, did half of the flip and bailed.
Just forgot. Yeah.
She just quit and hit the ground.
Hard. That's the only time that's ever happened to her.
Yeah.
But knowing her, I was like, she's never going to tumble again.
She's never going to tumble
that's
again.
It. That's the end of it. But
she did.
Thankfully, she's tumbling again.
I had
a lot of money for her to tumble.
I had a teacher message me during the break, and she said that's one of the good things about working with little kids is if you let one rip during class, you know.
You just blame it on them.
Yep.
Golly, which one of y'all's having problems? Yeah, somebody said that over on the video feed.
She said, and then you laugh when the adults start checking diapers to see who's messed themselves, because that smell sometimes that can be like, well, that's not just air, you know.
Thunder Radio Morning Show with you until 8:30. If you missed out on winning Name That Tune, we've got Stupid Silly Stat in a minute. We got Joke of the Day. Did you take Joke of the Day from the girl one yesterday, or did you come up with your own one? Because she had all kind of jokes she was rolling with yesterday.
Okay, yeah, I got one from the girl one.
Okay, this straight from her. I'm sure she came up with it all on her own. So that's next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Do not forget, half off a spring special right here. Half off all of non-surgical cosmetic stuff. So the M-Sculpt Neo you hear us talk about a lot, where you can tighten up those muscles. The M-Cella treatments to solve urinary incontinence. The Temperature Envy that's going to stimulate collagen growth without any needles or injections. All that is half off if you mention Thunder Radio when you book. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. Go by his office. They'll be glad to explain it to you at 1030 MacArthur Street in Manchester, Middle Tennessee Surgical Associates.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
This local news update.
Oh, yeah. Chris Gaines. The image on the album cover looks creepy. The Chris Gaines?
He's weird. He's a weirdo.
He is weird, or Garth Brooks is weird?
They are weird.
They're all weird. Fancy buttons. Yeah. I'm ready for summer. We're about through February, Holly. Once we get through February, I mean, March is still miserable, but
Isn't daylight savings time?
not this weekend, but the next.
Okay, 2 weeks.
Yeah, we spring forward a couple of weeks. No guarantee we're going to be in this studio tomorrow. I think I planned on it, and I may change my mind. It may be a Studio B tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Maybe. 2 ways to ruin your musician career: get an alter ego and drink Bud Lights.
Who said that?
Dr. Carmine. It's
yeah.
True. That thing didn't last. That alter ego, that didn't last very long.
It was terrible.
What? I said something and you responded and I completely forgot what I said, so I don't know. Has that ever happened to anybody else? Like I had said something and she said something just terrible or horrible and I was like, what did I say?
You read Dr. Carmine's comment.
Oh, gotcha.
And I said,
I said that didn't last very long or something. I don't know. There's too much going on. Trey just woke up. That's good. Government jobs. Or is he getting off work? Did he switch to night shift?
I don't know.
Did somebody tell me that?
I think I told you that, but I don't know. I don't know. Josh don't drink Bud Light. He drinks Ultra.
I like ultras. What's wrong with that? Starting Wednesday night.
Is it a Michelob Ultra?
Yeah.
Because I noticed the other night when we were eating dinner, you just asked for an Ultra.
Yeah.
I didn't know if there was another drink. I didn't know if Ulta was
Ulta.
like.
Not Ulta.
What'd I say?
Ulta.
Ulta?
Yeah, you said Ulta.
I'm sorry, I meant Ultra.
That's makeup, right?
Makeup, yeah. I didn't know if Ultra was like could be used on any drink, like diet.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So I didn't know if there was a Bud Light Ultra.
I don't know, but that's not what I'm drinking. No.
You asked can I get an Ultra?
Tracy had been staying up late working on lyrics for tomorrow. I'm undefeated. He starts Wednesday night working the night shift, so.
Okay. He's trying to go ahead and
be best of luck to you. Holly did not like night shift.
I was a beast. I did it for like 3 years.
Yeah, and it was miserable for me. Now I got to sleep real good.
Oh yeah.
She wasn't in the bed. I slept so good.
You said you missed me and you didn't sleep good at all.
That's what I said. Well, I said at that time.
I didn't sleep good.
But Holly couldn't sleep. She'd get home like 7 in the morning.
And I'd be up
so
at 10.
tired. She's like barely awake. And then she texts me at 10:30. I'm awake. I'm like, hi.
He's like, go back to sleep.
I get mad at her. I'm like,
why are you awake?
Because she was mean to everybody. She was mean to everybody for 3 years. She was miserable.
I got that shift differential though.
And but it wasn't that. She just didn't want to be around anybody. I was like, you got to go back to day shift. You have to go back to day shift. I don't care about the extra $1 an hour. Go back to day shift.
It was more than $1.
I didn't care. We didn't need it. It's fine. Go back
yeah,
to
we
shift.
did.
We didn't need it that bad.
I didn't want to work around the brass, so to speak. On night shift, there's no management there.
Tracy had loved it. Did it for the first 7 years of his career. A little younger then. Yeah. I feel like maybe I could have done it when I was younger. Maybe I did security work one time for some extra money before we were getting married, and I worked just like unarmed security for like $12 an hour, and I was usually second shift, like 3 to 11 or something. Like I would leave the paper and go there, but then one time they were like, "We need you to work night shift," and it was like 11 to 7 or something, and by 12:30 I was like, "I'm going to sleep," and I just went to sleep. Like I had
people could have been coming and
going. I just opened the gate. I said, "Y'all have at it, man. I don't care. I do not care. I couldn't handle it." Night shift in your 40s is awful. I'm such a mean person on the weekends. Carrie Byram says. Y'all don't talk to Carrie on the weekends.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Talk to him about all of his great products. The spring special, half price, all the non-surgical cosmetics, including Temperature Envy. Temperature Envy, stimulate collagen growth naturally. Fill in the wrinkles with new collagen. There's no needles, no injections. I know that's the right way for a lot of you folks. We can get it done. It's already very affordable. Get it done half price. If you mention Thunder Radio when you book, drvanwinkle.com. Call their office today, 931-954-5125. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
A little behind schedule today. We got to get jokes and stats and all that good stuff going. What is our joke of the day?
Josh, did I tell you that somebody broke in and stole all my fruit?
What?
Stole all my fruit.
That's terrible.
I was peachless. Joke of the day was crafted.
Courtesy of the girl one there.
Yeah. Crafted by Board and Brush in Manchester. Board and Brush is perfect for just about any occasion. Adult birthday parties, kids' birthday parties, girls' nights out. Girls' nights out. Work groups, sports teams. Get over there and enjoy some team bonding. You don't have to be super crafty. They're going to help you with everything at Board and Brush. Learn more at boardandbrush.com/Manchester. Find them on Facebook.
Good, Holly. Good. Way to go.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Him, did you bring your statistics?
All right. Stupid, silly stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard. That's right in front of College Street Elementary. They've got all your wheels and tires, even trailer tires. They've got the ability to do all your automotive repairs. They're going to do your alignments, all your exhaust work. Exhaust work is hard to find somebody who can do that. They've been doing that for years. Catalytic converters, and they have all your wheels and tires for your side-by-sides and your UTVs. It's that time of year where you're wanting to get out and play. Make sure you got all the best gear at Freedom Automotive, 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Go see our friend Brandon. All right, Holly, go ahead.
People who do this at least 3 times a week are generally meaner. People who do this at least 3 times a week are generally meaner.
It's going to make sense when you get the answer,
Yeah.
but this is a hard one today. This is not easy. That's the first bell of the day.
No, I rung it earlier
Oh.
in the first segment.
I just wasn't paying attention.
You just buzzed right on through. It's fine.
All right, so read that stat one more time.
People who do this at least 3 times a week are generally meaner.
728-1320 to take your guesses. Thunder Radio swag and bragging rights up for grabs. If you get the wrong answer, you get to call back and try again. It's not that big a deal. We would love to hear from you and to see if you can get the right answer. Morning show.
Go running.
Go running. Not it.
Maybe that's what's wrong with you.
No, usually people who exercise are nicer. They relieve the stress.
I will say that when you exercise, you're in a better mood.
Yeah, I've got to, or I'm going to hurt somebody.
Not me.
Oops, I accidentally clicked the wrong button. Y'all paying attention to what's on there.
People who do
screen.
this at least 3 times a week are generally meaner. First guess was exercise, running, something.
Something like that. Morning show.
Curse.
Curse. Not it. Good try. 3 times a week or 3 days a week? There.
3 times an
3
hour.
times an hour? Did you mean?
They're sentence enhancers.
Adjectives.
People who do this at least 3 times a week are generally meaner. We've had, you say curse or do you say cuss?
Here in the South, we say kiss. Morning show.
Fast, like not eating.
Fasting.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Not it, though. Make them hangry. Not it.
I do, yeah.
People who do this 3 times a week, generally meaner. Take your guesses, 728-1320. It's a weird answer. Like, it's going to be hard to get today, but keep trying. We may get you
I
in the
don't
right
do
direction.
this.
I don't do this either. But once you hear it, you're like, okay, all right, I see it.
I think it's been a couple of years since the last time I've actually done this.
This is something you have to do. It's not just something you do once. You're going to do it. You either do this or you don't. I think. I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like you're either somebody who does this or somebody who doesn't. Jessica says not get enough sleep. We were talking about that earlier. The guess is go running, curse, and fasting. None of that's right.
I was actually talking to my sister yesterday, and she was doing this, and I'm like, why are you? Why?
She's doing this thing. The answer.
And she was like, I enjoy it.
She's kind of mean. So, all right. 728-1320. Leanne says eat out, like go out to eat. That's not it.
Josh is, because he's grouchy about how much money he
the
spends.
bill? Yeah, every time. I'm like, well,
I'm a straight up, every time he gets a bill, he looks at it every time and goes, golly, what'd y'all order? Every time. I don't care where we're at. I don't care if we get water and a bowl of soup. He's going to get the ticket and go, golly, what'd y'all order?
Saturday night, we went out to eat with some folks after the boys' basketball game, and we got our bill. We went to the, how do you pronounce it, Cammie?
Cammie's.
Yeah, the new Asian place down in downtown Manchester. It's great. Non-sponsor mention. They have good food. So, but I forgot that the girl one was with us. So when I looked at the bill, and saw like it's a very affordable place.
The bill, and we got to go.
So we ordered for 4. But when I looked at the bill, I was like, what happened? Because I was expecting it to be like $30 at most, because it's very affordable. There's not much.
Yeah.
And it was not. It was like $60.
But
and I was
you
like,
had
what
you
happened?
had drinks. We ordered
yeah.
for 4.
Yeah, and so that makes sense. But when I first looked at it, I was like, whoa, something's the matter. You didn't do it right. Morning show.
Jump rope.
Jump rope. Not it.
It's very specific.
Or close. 728-1320. People who do this 3 times a week are generally meaner. What is it? Ebony says work overtime.
Yeah, I could see that.
Mhm.
You're tired. You need some time off.
Go running, curse, fasting, go out to eat, jump rope. None of that is right.
Put down work overtime.
Work overtime, yes, work overtime. Anybody got time for that? The thing about working overtime is the government takes it all.
Golly.
Ain't that nice of them for you to work hard?
There's a very short window of hours that it's worth it.
And then after that, they're like, nah, we'll take it.
After you work so much overtime, the government starts taxing that.
Isn't it nice of them to take all your money for all your hard work?
Play that one song.
Morning show.
Is it wake up late?
Wake up late.
Ooh,
Good guess.
Good guess.
Not it.
That's a really good guess.
Wake up late. Because you will be stressed and mean if you wake up late often. What song?
The one,
Play that one song.
Rich men north of Richmond.
There we go. She just play that song. Play it.
Talk about taxes.
I was like, I don't know what song you're talking about. We're going to have to give a hint, Holly. We got a couple guesses on the line, though. Morning show.
How about watching the news?
Okay. So that's not it, but you are going in the right direction.
And I could see where you would come up with that.
Don't watch the news. Listen to it on Thunder. Morning show.
Make mistakes.
Not it. Well, we all make mistakes probably 3 times a week, Matthew. At least Holly does.
Not me.
Make mistakes.
Closest guess we've had. Watch the news. It's something close to that.
That's in the right ballpark, sort of. People who do this 3 times a week are generally meaner. Trey said, watch the State of the Union. Is that going to happen? Speaking of Election Day coming up soon here, we are 8 days away, March 5th. Election Day. Don says, talk about politics. It's not political. It's not political. But there's, well, no, I'm not going to say that. People who do this 3 times a week are generally meaner.
Closest guess we've had is watch the news.
728-1320. Take your guesses on today's Stupid Silly Stat, brought to you by Freedom Automotive. We got 2 minutes left, and I'm bailing. We're done. I'm out of time for this segment.
I don't do this. You don't.
I don't do this.
You don't do this. My sister. I've got friends that do this.
Morning show.
Talk politics.
Talk politics. Nope, not politics at all. Good guess. It's not politics.
Yeah. Nothing political.
I feel like this used to be a bigger thing. I mean, it's probably, it's like you can't turn on the TV without finding this now. You can't turn on the TV without finding this. Morning show.
Is it watch game shows?
Oh, so close.
Close.
Nope, not game shows.
Not game shows.
I feel like they've merged game shows and this answer, actually.
Yeah.
They're doing more.
These are everywhere.
Yeah.
Now. Morning show.
Watch game shows.
Not that. No.
Good guess.
Is that Sue? Morning show.
It was Matthew.
I know. Morning show. Morning show.
Order stuff off the TV.
No, well, like QVC.
QVC
Not
gets
it.
me.
Yeah. That's still a thing, isn't it? Morning show.
Watch the murder show.
Oh, good guess.
That's all Holly likes to watch. That's
I
not
love
it.
them.
Morning show. Hello? Not it.
Oh, has anybody got it on the text line?
No, nobody. Somebody has got it over
The
on
girl one got it.
morning show.
Reality TV.
Reality TV. There it is. Watching reality TV. That's the answer. What's your name?
Katrina.
Katrina. Good job, Katrina. Yep. Do you watch reality TV?
Sometimes.
What is your go-to show for that?
It's few and far between, but I like Married at First Sight type stuff.
Okay.
But I don't watch it 3 times a week. It's just if it comes across.
Okay.
And I have nothing else to do. It's not a go-to for me.
Okay.
All right. Well, come on by and get you a Thunder Radio shirt. You win today, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
The girl one watches some reality TV. She watches some dating show. Or
I don't know. I don't
even know what you call that.
Like I remember when
Love Island. That's what it is. She watches Love Island.
Real World and Road Rules. Do you remember when those come out?
Yeah.
I liked those back then.
Like Survivor was like the original reality.
I think this. No.
Is this before that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like Naked and Afraid.
That's pretty funny.
But there's only like typically 1, maybe 2 people, unless they're doing a
big one.
Yeah.
XL. Naked and Afraid XL, I think is what they call it.
I do like Naked and Afraid, but I've got my sister the other day was watching The Bachelor. I have never seen not one episode of that. And then I've got some friends who watch the Real Housewives.
Yeah,
I've never seen an episode of that.
That's what somebody had texted me. I said it, they were asking if it was blogging. And I was like, no, that's not it. And I told them the answer. And they said, and they just sent back dead, LOL Housewives. So
okay, they must watch that.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I've never watched any of the Jersey Shore, the Housewives, the Kardashians. I never watched an episode of any of that ever.
Yeah, no, I don't like watching reality. I get mad.
It's not real anyway. Just go ahead and get used to that. Bachelor, Bachelorette. Did you ever watch any of that? Isn't there like a spin-off of that now where there's it's like an older Bachelor, Bachelorette? There's all this different stuff now to watch. What are you laughing about?
Leslie, she wants to know what the text line number is.
The text line number?
Yeah.
Did she just text you to ask you what the text line number is?
I think she
thinks it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, she thinks it's a different.
Yeah. No, it's just our
Leslie,
number.
it's just our phone numbers. You can text Josh or me.
If you happen to know the text line, then you can text it. Otherwise, I'm not giving it out. Otherwise, you got to call it in. Oh, you can't technically win on the text line. That's just the alternate.
I can't imagine Leslie being the type to watch reality.
She's busy hiking up a mountain.
She just got back from, I think, Patagonia.
Yeah, or wherever she goes to
beautiful
climb mountains.
Yeah. I don't think she's watching a lot of reality TV.
No. She probably had her own reality TV show.
Yeah.
Following her around, climb up mountains.
Yeah.
And we can watch it and be like, oh, that looks like something's hard to do. We're not gonna do that.
Yeah. Living with Leslie.
Oh, look at you go.
Yeah.
Holly's creative sometimes. I gotta get her more in the marketing game over here.
Yeah, she says she doesn't watch reality TV.
I can't imagine. All right. It is 55 degrees outside the Thunder Studios. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique near downtown Manchester in the Woodland Plaza, 205 South Woodland Street. Y'all get on over there and see them. They got great deals pretty much every day at Wisteria Hill. They're on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique. Find them online, wisteriahillonline.com. What are you laughing about?
Your dad said Google says Candid Camera was the first reality show, and I was thinking we need to get him in the office because he provides information to me while we're
He could be a research analyst. He could just sit over there in the corner and send us some answers. He could be like an off-screen kind of person.
I remember Candid Camera.
Yeah. As the OG, I guess, of the reality shows. All right, we got more things to do. Monday's Misconnections. We got a whole nother 45 minutes of morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle up until 8 o'clock. They're from 8 until 8:30. We're financed by New Haven Mortgage. Don't go anywhere. Morning show here until 8:30.
Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival returns June 13th through the 16th, and Thunder Radio WMSR wants to send you and a pal to the farm.
Oh, yes. Holly just left. Fear Factor. I remember Fear Factor. That wasn't bad. I kind of was into that early on. Didn't mind Fear Factor. I guess at a certain point, I get tired of those things. Like, you watch a little bit of it, and Fear Factor got too gross for me. Like, it was like So at a certain point, it felt like it was unhealthy. Like they were making them do things that I was like, I wasn't comfortable with. Did you say the girl one got the right answer?
Yeah.
She listened to our show?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm proud of her.
She's not texting while driving. Did you tell her yesterday what it was?
No.
When you were sitting there preparing for the show?
Nope. The first thing she guessed was, she guessed twice. The first one was wrong. She said, Ashley.
So she is texting this morning.
She says watching love shows.
Okay. So
And then she changed. So I guess that is kind of right, but not really, because it could be like a romantic, like a rom-com or something. But then she said reality. Yeah, she's texting.
Well, I just noticed that she didn't respond to my text this morning. So I was just curious.
Y'all,
Just curious.
Josh gets up every morning. He prepares the night before. He gets up every morning and he texts the kids a quote of the day.
Sometimes it's the same quote, sometimes it's different. You know, sometimes.
So every morning the kids wake up, they're getting ready for school, and they read their quote of the day. And if they don't heart it or like it or send him something back, he gets very upset.
I pay for that phone. I'm just saying, you're gonna respond to me.
But listen,
when I send you a
have to
text.
say, if I got the same type of text every day.
Well, I'm not sending them no more. They're gonna miss it when I'm dead.
He's so one. You go so extreme.
Well,
You're just.
That's fine. Got birthdays. From Clint. Happy 70th birthday to Mrs. Phyllis Wood and Food Line Bakery Manager Jen Noddle.
Wait a minute.
Jen Noddle.
Okay, that one took me a little longer.
Well, I just wanted to respond to the messages.
What, did somebody say something?
No, I'm just back to that conversation.
I know,
trying to
but
get their day started out right. A little bit of good information.
I know, but I think it's a stretch to think that they wake up their phone to read their quote of the day.
They don't even check it. It shows as unread.
They'll check it later.
Not before they check their Snapchat. Back on the Thunder Radio morning show where I'm being dramatic, apparently. I just don't think that the conversation was over on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams during the break. I send the kids a quote of the day.
Every day, Josh sends a quote to each of their phones. Sometimes it's the same quote. Sometimes it's different, specific to things that they're dealing with in their lives at that time. And he gets very, very, very mad if they don't hit the like button.
Yeah, just acknowledge that it's there. That you read it. Sometimes I give them quizzes later in the day. I'm like, what was your quote today? I'm not a big fan of wasting my time. So
look, they appreciate. Josh is like, I'm never going to do it again. They're going to miss me when I'm dead.
Yep.
He's very, very dramatic about it.
They are. They're going to be looking down, trying to find that quote of the day, and it's not going to be there. To go back and read the old ones.
Oh my gosh.
No, it just is what it is. That's fine. That's how they're going to be. Never again.
I'm just saying, it's first thing in the morning. They're getting ready for school. They've
sent Snapchats this morning.
I know, but you don't get your feelings hurt that the quote of the day that you send is not as intriguing as, like, say, maybe a message from their crush or something. I'm sorry you feel left out.
No, it's fine.
Start sending me the quote. I'll like it every morning.
She won't read it.
I won't read it, but I'll like it.
And see, I want you to read it. You better get off this topic.
You're very dramatic.
Common John Brewing Company. We spent time there yesterday. I got a little breakfast up there. You can get on by and see them. They're closed Monday and Tuesday, but they'll be serving up breakfast, lunch, and dinner Wednesday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday, 10 o'clock on Sundays. Common John Brewing Company. Always good entertainment. They got Singo on Wednesday nights, which is always fun. Entertainment on the weekends. Pretty soon they'll be outside on the outdoor stage. I can't wait. As the weather warms up, they'll be back outside and It'll be all kinds of fun. Online at commonjohnbc.com. Big recommendation for me is the Clean Slate if you haven't had that yet. All right, Holly. We're not playing, but we're doing Monday's Misconnections.
Yes,
Right.
we are. And we're going to do something a little different today. I come across a story. It's not a Craigslist misconnection, but this story actually made the news.
Okay.
An Arizona woman sent 159,000 text messages to a man she met on a dating site.
Seems excessive.
Jacqueline Addies sent a man more than 159,000 text messages, some of which were threatening, over the course of about 10 months. That's about 530 texts a day.
All right, that's a lot. But how long do you let that go before you block that person? I've blocked that person about 50 texts into the first day. I'm like,
the two of them went on one date.
Oh my gosh.
One date. She's sending him 530 messages a day for 10 months.
Girls are crazy. Like obsessive much.
She pleaded not guilty in charges of stalking and criminal trespassing. The man, whose name has not been released, called the police after he found her parked outside of his home. Officers escorted her off of the property, and that's when police say that she began threatening the man.
Jessica wants to know if she was sending him quote of the day.
One text read, "I'd make sushi out of your kidneys and chopsticks out of your hand bones."
How did they get to that depth? Like how did she get that far?
I don't know, but working in radiology, I'm just going to tell you, your hand bones aren't long enough to make chopsticks out of.
Thanks, Holly.
And she was arrested for trespassing inside of his home while he was out of the country. In a jailhouse interview, she said that she met the man on a dating service that caters to millionaires. In a police interview, she seemed to understand that the man didn't want to be with her. She said, "It's okay. That's how he feels. Somebody else should love him. He has so much love. He's so cute. I can't believe I scared him."
I can't believe I scared him. Can't believe I scared him off with something like that. I just can't believe it. Oh my gosh.
So the victim was out of the home when she allegedly broke into his house, but he saw her through surveillance video and called police. Officers found her taking a bath and arrested her. She was charged with trespassing and released, but allegedly continued to text him threatening messages.
At what point is this harassment or stalking or whatever? I mean, has he asked her to quit this?
She was later found outside of his business.
She's going to kill him.
Claiming to be his wife. She had to be removed by city police.
Yeah, she's going to kill him. We're going to see the 2020 on this in a few years.
Yikes.
Jessica Addison wanted to know if she was sending him quote of the day in those texts.
Probably.
All he had to do was just thumbs up on it.
Like it. That's all she wanted. Just like my quote of the day.
And it would have been fine.
And you know what's...
He didn't like it, so she lost her mind.
Talking about quote of the day, sometimes Josh gets very excited. Like he'll be like, "Okay, I got a good one tomorrow. They're really gonna like this one tomorrow." Like he builds it up in his head, and he thinks the kids are gonna wake up, look at their phone, and it's just gonna be like a moment where it's like an epiphany, and they're like, "Yeah, life makes sense now. I'm gonna have a good day." Because of this quote. And that's what Josh sees. He romanticizes that in his head.
Fine, I'll just stop trying to help then. Okay. I'm not even going to try to help anymore.
They'll miss me when I'm dead.
What's the point of trying to help? Kate wants to know if this guy did not know how to block her. That's my question. Did he not understand the block function on his phone? Did he not have
this website is where you can meet millionaire men?
Me too. Let me get Holly on it.
Inglewood Kroger. Today around 10:45, I was pulling up. It says I was pulling out of the parking lot in my truck and you started pumping gas. You were absolutely gorgeous. You're a younger woman. I'm a man.
Thank you.
Let me know if you'd like to talk. I figure it couldn't hurt to shoot my shot.
That's not shooting your shot.
Dude.
We need to redefine
You're not
shooting.
even on the court.
We got to redefine shooting your shot. You can't, that doesn't work. Shooting your shot would have been
talking to her
at that point. But at the same time, Holly discourages approaching in public places. So I don't know how you're supposed to shoot your shot.
No, shoot it.
Holly's like, don't talk to me.
Shoot it. But don't, if she doesn't, leave her alone after that. If things don't go well, don't keep trying to push. By all means, shoot your shot.
Jessica says, Josh over here being Danny Tanner, but with Al Bundy's kids.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, he gets so upset about it. All right. Pretty woman today at the river in Smyrna. Your name was Morgan. You said you're a real estate agent.
She's probably not hard to find.
I truly hope you have a nice guy in your life, but if you don't, I would like to be friends. You'd like to be more than friends. Just admit it.
Yeah. Well, why don't you just
That's
Google.
A good way to start out, though.
She's a realtor. Realtors, y'all be careful. Guys are crazy. There's a high rate of violence against female realtors. Guys just.
Yeah. I can remember when I was going through the courses and they were stressing to not go show a house where, by yourself.
Yeah.
Or go look at a house. Like if a guy's like, hey, I want to sell this house, come look at it. Don't go by yourself. Let somebody know where you're going.
Yeah. I'm not even a big fan of letting somebody know where you're going. It doesn't do no good once you're dead. And they may know where you went, but we've seen a lot of that on some murder shows.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda says, y'all are so funny. Thanks for starting my day off with laughter. Thank you, Amanda.
All right. We're talking misconnections here. This one happened at a breakfast joint. Says, we caught eyes during breakfast. You were with someone, so I didn't want to bother. I was the guy with the beard at a table with a bunch of older guys.
Oh, boy. That sounds like the that table at Hardee's when you walk in.
If there was a connection there, hit me up. I promise you that if I'm at a restaurant eating and there's a table full of men,
I'm not looking there.
I'm not going to remember when I go home.
Oh, man. There was that one guy.
There was one younger guy at the table. Oh, yeah. I know exactly who you're talking about. I don't remember what I wore yesterday. I'm not going to remember what you wore.
It's because you're not looking home.
Probably jogging pants, though.
Probably. One more.
All right. This one happened at Publix. That's where true romance happens, at Publix.
There's a lot of Publix and Kroger's in the misconnections.
Says, I was wearing a white vest over a light green golf shirt and some gray shorts with a gray beanie. I don't know what I think about a vest with shorts. I think I would need to see that. Walked up and you were with a friend. I was getting in line and I was so flustered, I dropped my phone. I might be slightly off, but you were wearing Uggs, light jeans, long sleeve shirt, slightly see-through on the back.
I might be off, but I have these very, very
That's
specific
creepy.
details about what you were wearing.
Yeah.
You had Uggs on, these light jeans. Oh, there's a little see-through in the back of that shirt. I noticed your earrings had a little, about a half-inch dangle. I mean,
in my experience, men are not very observant. Or Josh is not.
No.
He goes on to say, you appeared to have a full back tattoo of a butterfly. I was so taken aback that I rushed and I wussed out, and I never introduced myself. Would love to know your name. What?
Trey said, can confirm he's off. That's what I said. He's a little bit off. He said, yeah, he's off.
Yeah.
You're going to want to avoid that one for sure. Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. We're passing the 8 o'clock hour, which means it is time to switch gears. It is the morning show financed by New Haven Mortgage. Our friend Heather Phillips and her team with over 60 years of experience getting you in the home of your dreams. Learn more at newhavenmtg.com. We're a little behind. We got birthdays coming up next on the morning show.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence, and it isn't getting any better as we age. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? And he said at the end of your quote of the day, you should flip them the bird, see if they're paying attention.
Good idea. All right, birthdays. Again, weekend birthdays. I forgot. I didn't write down. I got some Curtis Vickers and Liz Persinger. People put them over on Facebook earlier, so I got those.
I know there was some birthdays of some past athletes. Let me see.
KJ was yesterday, I think.
Yeah, KJ was yesterday. Whoopsie.
Yeah, somebody said Carrie Jo on there too. Yeah. Naked Trope was yesterday.
Lane Grissom was yesterday.
Yep. Leanne Van Winkle, I think, was yesterday.
Oh, Tim Hensick was yesterday.
Was yesterday his birthday?
Yeah, I thought I told y'all, and then I told him happy birthday.
Oh, well, I didn't even text him.
I'm a better friend than you.
Apparently, I'm not paying any attention. I didn't realize. Sorry, Tim. All right. All right. Saturday, Sunday, and Monday birthdays. These people on the Craigslist.
Creepy.
Creeps, man. Golly.
That's it. Hey, I can't even read 75% of them.
They're bad.
I'm just saying, can't that many people be looking for a plumber?
Right.
You know?
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio morning show. We got to go fast. We're a little behind schedule today. Let's get these birthdays knocked out. At the end of the day, we will be drawing for winners of slices of pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. So we do a birthday winner every day. Today's Monday, so that means we're doing Saturday, Sunday, and Monday birthdays. So we'll take any of those submissions, and then we draw this afternoon at 4:30 during Connecting Coffee County. Tiffany will be doing the drawings for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. All right, Holly, get me a drum roll, please. Saturday, belated birthday, happy birthday, Eddie Smallwood, Ann Taylor, and Abby Keith. That's Eddie Smallwood, Ann Taylor, and Abby Keith, all with birthdays on Saturday. Sunday, we got some birthdays. Kara Jo Marlowe turned 19. Megan Schroff had a birthday. Lane Grissom, Leanne Van Winkle, and Tim Hensick, all with birthdays on Sunday. Happy birthday, everybody. And Monday, happy birthday to Curtis Vickers, Liz Persinger, Amanda Morton, and Audra Lowry, all with birthdays today on this Monday, the 26th. We'd be glad to add to that list throughout the day. Holly, celebrities?
Yeah, the late Johnny Cash has a birthday today, and also Michael Bolton turned 71.
All right. So submit those birthdays anytime at 931-728-1320. You're listening to the Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage, newhavenmtg.com. Talk to Heather Phillips and her team. Maybe a cash out refinance is the way to go. Or maybe you're just looking to get pre-qualified for your first home. You don't know the first steps. You don't know what to do. You don't know how much you can afford. Sit down with Heather and her team at New Haven Mortgage. They'll walk you through the process. They'll get you pre-qualified, and you can go out and have all the buying power that you need. NewHavenMTG.com, New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320.
Oh, yeah. Give me that New Haven read over there. News at the top of the hour. Just a little behind. Yeah, give it to me. Boom. What is that? So funny.
Oh gosh. Somebody went to jump off a cliff and she bailed right at the last minute.
Oh no, yeah, I've seen that. I was laughing so hard at
No,
that.
this is a different one here. She bailed at the last minute and she kind of rolled down. She rolled down the rock.
Oh, ow! Lucky she didn't get hurt bad. Ow. That one, I liked the other one better. That one looked like it hurt. The other one looked like it probably hurt, but
It was the sound. She was running to jump, and it was the sound she made when her foot got. She said, "Ugh."
We got to be able to. That's what we need to spend our breaks doing, is playing funny TikToks over on the video.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Born and raised.
Did I ask what we're talking about this segment?
You didn't.
What are we talking about this segment? Nothing.
No, we're talking about a commercial that I saw the other day, and maybe I was tired, but it annoyed me.
Okay.
The verbiage that they used annoyed me.
Okay.
Riveting stuff.
Yeah.
But
well, it's always best to let people know what annoys Holly. Because what annoys her is very important.
so we're leaving here at 3:30.
Tracy headed to Sam's and Costco soon. I think my shorts, my vest, and my toboggan is appropriate.
Right?
Yeah.
A vest with shorts. I don't know. I see a lot of guys wearing, a lot of bankers and stuff. They do the vests overnight. I wish you would wear more vests. I like a vest on you.
But it's pullover day.
But with shorts.
I need more like custom Thunder gear to wear around. Like I need more embroidered things. You should go out and try and then check Craigslist when you're done. I'm sure the women will be.
See if, Trey, we're doing an experiment.
We'll use you as bait.
Make eye contact with women while you're there and smile at them and see what happens.
But it's usually the other way. You've got to go and make contact with the men and smile. And then have your mates with you because they may just follow you to the car. It's like a mating signal or something. It's like a call.
That's why I just give them one of these. Nobody.
You can't show your teeth. Cannot show your teeth.
I hate when guys are like, "You should smile. You should smile more."
You should shut your mouth.
If you smile at them, they think you want them. You can't smile at them.
I wear sunglasses inside so I don't have to look at anybody. Sometimes I wear my sunglasses inside and it's not, people make fun of you, but it's just, I just don't feel like taking, like I'm not going to be in there long enough. Like if I'm going into a gas station or something, I'm not taking my sunglasses off if I got them on.
You wear them sunglasses inside because your future's so bright?
Yeah, see, people make fun of you, but I'm just going to leave them on if it's a quick trip inside. Like if I'm going to be in
it's too dark inside to wear them. How can you see anything?
You go inside like a gas station with all the windows, it's usually plenty bright enough. It's fine. And mine aren't super dark. So,
I need to get sunglasses because I wear glasses. I need to get sunglasses that have prescription in them.
Hey, it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Yes, you are. Thunder Radio Morning Show is financed by Heather at New Haven Mortgage and her whole team over there. over 60 years of experience. Cash Out Refinance is a great way to give yourself financial flexibility. Take advantage of the equity in your property. Talk to the experts at New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester today. Find them online at newhavenmtg.com, NMLS 1477317. I am Josh Holly. Welcome back.
Thank you.
We've got 20 more minutes or so of the morning show. 6:30 till 8:30, Monday through Friday. If you're not sure how to catch us, you just happen to stumble upon us. We're on the radio at 107.9 FM, AM 1320, 106.7 FM over towards Tullahoma and Estill Springs. Worldwide, you can listen on the Manchester Go smartphone app and at thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now. You can also, if you got the TuneIn app, you can search for Thunder Radio, find us there. Or if you want to watch the show or catch replays of the show video-wise, the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. You can watch us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. All right, Holly. Apparently you're annoyed at something, and I'm going to give you the soapbox to stand on.
All right. We were watching TV the other day, and I come across this commercial, and it said it was like a home decor commercial, but it was aimed towards pets.
I saw that.
And it said, pets deserve good design.
I know.
Like everyone else.
I know.
I texted myself, and I texted the line, pets deserve good designs like everyone else.
There's all these real fancy dog beds and fancy dog furniture and cat furniture.
I get it. But it's not for them.
Well, and I think
it's for you.
The algorithm is messed up on our devices.
Why?
Because we can't afford that. Like, they should know what our income bracket is, and it ain't that. We're not buying fancy. Like, we give our dogs $15 dog food.
For like a 50-pound bag.
Yeah. So they're eating cancer just right out of the bag. And so I don't know that we would buy that. And they know. The Alexa devices and the Amazon Fire Sticks, they know exactly what dog food we buy, and they know exactly what our income bracket is. I think it's messed up.
That part, the part that bothered me was that they used the word deserves.
Yeah.
Your dog deserves this.
I'm like, dog deserves.
For what? What? They're not working. They're not a working dog.
What have they done?
Police dogs, maybe they deserve something nice. I don't know. I don't think they care. I'm pretty sure they lick their own butts.
Our dog
what do they
was
deserve?
Going to the pound when we got him. I think he's good.
Yeah, he was a pound rescue.
He was headed to the pound as a pit bull mixture, so we know how that was going to go.
I don't think so. He was going to do well.
I think he's fine, and I think he got a better life than he was headed for.
It just irritated me again at the word deserves, and I think people use that word.
Yeah, nobody deserves
too loosely. What do you mean he deserves it? What do you mean deserves it? He sits at home all day and does nothing. Our cat is not even a good mouser. He doesn't deserve anything.
I don't think he's ever caught a mouse.
What? They're not pulling sleds. Those dogs,
everybody's got their. Clint said there's all kinds of service animals now. It's not the service; it's the emotional support animals. Everybody's got their emotional support animal that they drag around with them. This is my emotional support lizard.
You can call anything an emotional support animal these days.
People have lost their minds.
Turtles.
That's my emotional support.
There was a guy that got into a baseball game for he brought an alligator in. He's his emotional support.
I tried to. He didn't get it in.
He got it in. They made him leave.
And it was in Philadelphia, I think.
Yeah.
There's a Phillies game.
The working dogs, I understand. If that dog has a job, a job, he
may deserve it.
Yeah, buy him a nice.
People spoil their pets, though.
And that's fine, but let's not say that they deserve it. They don't deserve it. You love your pets, I know.
I wonder how we should have went to the website to see how much the stuff costs.
But the dog's not. I'm gonna tell you something. My dog's not walking around the house mad because his dog bed is not a luxury style dog bed.
No.
He eats cat poop out of the litter box. He's not mad at the design of the dog bed.
Do you remember? I don't remember the name of the company that was selling this. I was just trying to Google like luxury dog furniture, but apparently there are a lot of those. I wish I remember the brand.
It's for you to look at. It's for it to be aesthetically pleasing to you. I don't know. It irritated me because then I got to thinking about people that think they deserve things. I deserve to go on vacation. Well, do you work hard? Do you work hard throughout the year? What?
Tracy, can you imagine getting to your seat at a ball game or at a Braves game and the people next to you have a alligator on a leash just hanging out?
It's emotional. I'm going to tell
It's
you
an emotional
something.
support animal.
If you're maybe if you're not emotionally stable enough to go out without your alligator, public is not the place for you.
100% agree. I'm still trying to find the brand of this. I want to see how expensive it is.
Your dad said PETA's going to be on me.
Yeah. And Clint said PETA is watching right now. Have they joined the chat? I wish they would. Yeah. And here comes Hattie. Unpopular opinion. People take their pets way too serious. Yeah. And there are people, and I try to be careful here because there are some people who.
Listen to me. I don't think you should mistreat animals.
Oh, no.
I don't think that you should starve them or.
Well, if you want to spoil them, go ahead.
Spoil them. That's your thing. I don't care. I'm happy for you that you love something so much you spoil them. I don't.
Everybody says, do not bring your dog to the grocery store. People bring their dog in the grocery store?
Yes, all the time. I'll see a little lap dog sitting in the where the kids go. They'll just be sitting in a blanket there.
It's riding around.
My dogs aren't well behaved enough to take
No, they
out.
would act fools. They'd be sprinting around the store like people. Pretty soon we'll allow that to happen, though. You know, people let their
They
kids run
deserve
around.
it. They deserve to be able to go to the grocery store with you. I don't think so.
She said, put them in the cart. Yeah, they put them in the cart. That's what you were saying.
I mean, we've got friends who love their dog and probably would take their dog with them everywhere they went. And I'm, you know, if your dog's well behaved and stuff, good, do it.
Trey says, don't bring your dog around if it can't behave. Don't bring your kids around if they can't behave. It's really simple.
100.
Jessica says, squirrels, dogs, birds, and snakes. People have brought squirrels in the grocery?
Why do you call it the grocery? That's one of those things that you do that it's like, why? You going to the grocery, Holly?
I could understand a dog. She said, yeah, squirrels and snakes. I would laugh so hard if a snake ate a squirrel in the grocery store. Like if two different people had that and that happened.
Yeah.
I would laugh so hard. Like where you're not paying attention to your squirrel and then you're over here getting some food and the snake sees it and it's like, I'm going to get that.
I'm trying to think the most random animal that I've ever seen in a place, but I can't.
I've never seen anything crazy to the point where I'm like, can you believe that I see dogs sometimes like in the Home Depot or whatever, people bring their dog in. I don't really care. But you know, they kind of just walk in and walk back out.
They don't bother me. I don't care. No. I'm not bringing mine.
We're not anti-animal, to be clear.
We have animals,
or anti-pet.
and they're well taken care of. They don't have luxury.
Yeah.
They don't have luxury furniture.
We've got that big dog of ours to 12 years old, and that's a good lifespan, or the top end of the lifespan for those bigger dogs. They don't make it that long, and he's perfectly fine.
He's a good dog. I'm not saying but he's just not. You know, he's not been around in the public very much, and I don't want to deal with that.
Clint says had a pet service goat at his clinic. Is he being serious?
Probably.
Pig come in the grocery store.
Thank you.
A pig. What's wrong with people?
There's the lady that has the parrots, and she sets up and takes money at the
tickets. Yeah.
At the baseball and softball games, and sometimes she'll have two parrots with her.
She lets me feed them.
Yeah, she's very nice, but when I'm out there taking pictures, and the parrot makes like the parrot noise, it sounds like a pterodactyl. It's loud. I'm like, is there a dinosaur out here? What are you reading?
Oh, comments. So I'm reading comments. Leanne said this is a world where people wear tails.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm a little perplexed by some of these. The snake, the pig,
a goat.
a goat. Annette says, Chihuahua mom here, big supporter of Ruff. What is that? R-U-F-F.
I don't know. I'm going to look it up.
I absolutely love my fur babies, but I have my limitations.
Ruff.
Yeah. Is that the group we're talking about that sells the furniture?
I don't know.
It just says R-U-F-F all caps.
Oh, okay. I wonder if that's R-U-F-F all caps.
A lady came with a parrot in a gas station. All it did was scream loud.
I don't know what Ruff is. I can't find it. It's a type of bird.
Oh, okay.
And it's a type of clothing worn in the 17th century.
Oh, that's probably not what we're talking about. If you want to carry your animals around, that's fine. And sometimes I'll see them and I'm like, I don't go pet anybody's animal. I don't. You never know when they don't. But I guess I'm also a fan of not inconveniencing other people. So if your animal is going to make a lot of noise,
yeah,
or
shed a lot
or jump at people, then don't bring it around people. Especially in places like if you're at the dog park or whatever and you're kind of alone, or if you're at a place where dogs go. But if I'm in the grocery store or I'm trying to get a saw blade at the Home Depot and your parrot is making noise at me, I don't like that. Redemption Underdog Freedom Fund. It's a local rescue. Okay. I didn't know what they were talking about. I was like, oh, what's rough?
What did you say it was?
Redemption Underdog Freedom Fund. Freedom Rund. What? Freedom Fund. R-U-F-F. She meant fund.
Okay.
Has to be. So
I like animals. I'm not anti. I will never have another pet once mine are gone. No. It's just, they're a lot of work and they need more attention than I can give.
Yeah. So we give them as much as we can, but it's not often enough, I'm sure.
I'm not even going to get a goldfish. Nothing.
No.
Yeah.
It limits your freedom.
Yeah.
Like, I want to go on vacation. I have to hire a dog sitter.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I sound like I hate animals.
Your brother says Holly killed some pet frogs.
My friend, when I was in the 9th grade, gave me some little dwarf frogs. All they did was just swim around in the bowl. Cute. So cute. My brother and his friend poured peroxide into the bowl one night.
Oh, no.
And there is a scene on Shrek where they blow up this frog into a balloon.
Poor frogs.
And it's round. These things swelled up so.
Poor frogs.
I was just.
Boys. It's not funny.
It's not. They just.
It's not funny.
They were the size of like my thumbnail. They were little bitty frogs in a fish bowl, and stop laughing.
He said. I honestly didn't expect peroxide to do that.
Why would you do that?
Oh, it's not funny, but it's funny. Like, I don't want to encourage anybody to do that. The thought of harming even a little frog. Why would you want to do that?
No. But I had cousins that would
it's already happened, so we can laugh about it, I guess.
Would pour salt on slugs,
yeah.
and I was like, no, that's got to be painful for them. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I don't think that's funny.
Yeah, it's not funny at all.
Boys are.
I'll just spray poison and kill these ants, though. I ain't got a problem with that.
Well, that's the devil's bug.
Yeah, nobody wants that. We're talking about that. The girl was asking about that over the weekend. We got into a discussion about what was the point. She said, well, do we eat these fish? She was showing a picture of tropical fish.
Tropical fish in a fish tank.
She
like
said,
little neat Nemo fish and like pretty angel fish and things like that.
She said, do we eat these? And Holly said no. And she said, well, why do they exist then? Why are they even on Earth? And we were like, what?
Some things eat them.
So we had to go into the food chain discussion.
Yeah.
And we had decided, there was a use for most animals except for mosquitoes. We can't figure out really what they're for.
Even with like snakes, she said, what about snakes? I'm like, well, they eat rodents. They keep your.
You want mice everywhere?
They keep your rodent population down, and everything serves its purpose, but
Yeah.
we never could figure out what a mosquito
What is it for?
good
Like
good
the
is
things
it?
that eat mosquitoes
Spreads
can
diseases.
eat other stuff. It'll be fine. Thunder Radio Morning Show, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team in downtown Manchester believe in making your home ownership dreams come true. Work with their team of over 60 years of experience, and they're people you can actually talk to. They're not robots. They're not somebody into the state. They are real people. NewHavenMTG.com, NMLS 1477317.
Are you dreaming of a home to call your own or looking to refinance? Look no further than New Haven Mortgage, your local mortgage experts right here in southern Middle Tennessee to guide.
I could just import frogs. All right, we're done today.
That's why I didn't come watch him play basketball.
Yeah, because he hurt them poor frogs. All right, we're done. We got the outro here. Oh, I laughed hard at that. Frogs. I truly didn't expect Frogs to do that. How old were y'all?
I was in the 9th grade, so
middle school boy.
I may have been in 10th. So Clint was 8th grade,
Yeah.
I guess. He's 2 or 3
Let's
years.
just pour this in here. Somebody tell his wife he did it. She'll get on to him right now.
She won't be
about it.
surprised.
She won't be surprised, but she'll get mad at him now. Clint! Why would you do that? I like how he's now joined our show. He's basically like the 3rd member. Obviously working hard in the mornings. Oh, that was funny. Don said slugs are gross. Definitely put salt on them. Trey says he's currently looking for frogs. Thunder Radio Morning Show is done for today. I want to tell you about the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. They're hiring over at the Mercantile. They seem to have a lot of fun. They work hard over there, but they will reward you for your hard work. Seeking help for their coffee shop and their dining room. They're willing to cross-train, but you must have open availability, be dependable, and possess excellent work ethic. They work hard over there, but you'll get paid well as well. Hours and pay based on your dedication and experience. Join their team, be part of something special with the Mercantile. And it really is something special. They work their tails off. Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, where down-home cooking meets Southern hospitality. 210 North Irwin Street in Manchester. Swap and Chop coming up next. Behind the Wheel with Wyatt at the top of the hour. 10 to 12, Rick and Bubba. 12 to 3 is Dan Bongino. 3 to 6 is Connecting Coffee County, but we'll cut a little short. 5:45 is high school basketball. The Lady Raiders in the region semifinals. We'll have it for you tonight on Thunder Radio as they try to make a bid for the Sweet 16. Morning show returns tomorrow. Probably a Studio B kind of day. 6:30 to 8:30 right here on Thunder Radio. Regardless of what studio we're in, we'll be here. Brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle and New Haven Mortgage.
Gotta break away.